Good morning, everyone. How are we today? Apologies for the delay. My phone decided to start ringing at the exact moment I hit live. And for some reason, it would not let me turn the, normally you can just hit for it to go straight to voicemail or you can hit to ignore it. And for some reason, it would not let me this morning. And then my speakers did not want to go over to my headset. They really wanted to stay on the regular speakers. So, we can't blame all of the technical difficulties on EVBucks, as much as we'd like to. I see Legatus is getting their teeth cleaned. I've heard the joke about, I'd rather have my teeth pulled. I don't think I've ever heard I'd rather have my teeth cleaned, but just kidding. I hope that goes well. Good morning to Squishy Banana. And good morning, Bear. How is my favorite goat this morning? My favorite banana and my favorite goat. I hope you're both doing well. I'm very excited. I have not had a chance to check this morning, but I saw that Davyverse joined the member herd. I don't know. I'm gonna have to have a differentiation now, like between the herd where people hang out and chat and watch, and the members. So let's see, where were we? I think I had to pretend to be diplomatic. And I'm not really sure how that's going to work, especially if it turns out it's nighttime, because apparently this game has everybody go to bed when it's nighttime. What a strange thought. Almost like people sleep, or they think people sleep at night. I also find it entertaining that, I can, losing my train of thought here. I leave a building where I know people are lying in wait for me, and my weapons will disappear. But in this case, I, come out from, having slept all night, and now immediately it's ready to go.
Oh, really? And here I thought the Horns of the South had no secrets left to hide from me. But go ahead. Surprise me.
He's kind of a dink, isn't he? I mean, everyone in this game seems to be kind of a dink. Though some of them in the most entertaining way possible.
Have I ever mentioned I'm not a big fan of your sense of humor? Now, tell me what you really want.
Tommy decided to knock over 5 gallons of water this time last night, so that... Yeah. Is it... I don't know where you are, but was it cold enough to freeze? Alright, insulting him doesn't seem to be a great idea.
This isn't funny. I'm no Galahad,
supposed to be...
burning people at the stake for heresy, but I don't appreciate this kind of behavior either. Still, judging by the look on your face, you actually believe you've stumbled onto something important. All right then, I'll go and check it out. See what's got you so worked up. It might even be nice to get out of here for a change.
Yeah, I mean, it does, it's not exactly the easiest thing to believe.
I saw what you wanted me to see. We need to talk. Honestly.
Oh, that was quick.
I'm not sure what to think. Everything I believed has been seriously challenged.
I just transported there and back again.
To get used to it. Why did you show this to me? Because it could be that I'd be better off not knowing. What they did to Seawall is unthinkable and absolutely unforgivable. What will the other keepers say? What will happen to the Horns of the South? And what about Camelot? Everything we believed was a lie.
It's so weird to me that one guy did one thing, like, a very, very long time ago, and somehow that brings down the ideals that they work for completely. think this is probably close to what I just said.
You're right. In the end, it doesn't matter what Camelot was back then. What matters is what we are now. And we did everything in our power to keep the South safe, and to keep our lighthouse on through every storm. But this will be the end of the Horns of the South. No young man will join our ranks when hundreds of years of our history are gurgling down the drain.
I mean, hundreds of years of your history were already gurgling down the drain, and I don't really see that it's... Yeah, I don't get it.
Any ideas?
Yeah, maybe we won't mention to him right now that I killed Galahad. Well, this is the goal.
It sounds better than the alternative. That we're a bunch of fools believing in children's fables of knightly honor, valor, and purity. And we'll have to give everyone some hope to cling to after the truth about Seawall comes out. All right. I assume Brandon put you up to this, so you can go and congratulate him. He won. I'll support this case. If
Not
only
really
for
a matter
the
of winning
safety
and losing.
well-being of our boys. I don't have to like it one bit, but I can try to make it easier for the garrison.
Good morning, Rio. How are you this morning? Rio is our first gifted member. He was given a gift yesterday. So, I was having issues with the keyboard yesterday and the mouse, and they kind of got worse as the stream went on. And I figured out what caused the issue, but I can't seem to figure out how to fix it. The issue is that this keyboard and mouse setup have the ability to either connect through a USB or through Bluetooth. And I can't do Bluetooth because there's just too much stuff here. It doesn't connect well. So it's through USB. And what was happening was the Bluetooth kept trying to connect, and it would glitch every time it tried to connect. The issue is that I have turned the Bluetooth off on the computer entirely, thinking that was going to solve the problem, but it doesn't seem to be. It is better, but it hasn't entirely solved the problem. Most of the way, but not entirely. It is still occasionally trying to connect, which is why you'll notice these little... Every time it starts to flash, I have to just kind of like stop walking and give it a minute. Because if I don't...
Could use some action.
Just realized I don't actually know. Right in the tomb, I guess? If I don't, when it starts flashing, it'll gum up and then it will kind of like jolt forward. It's not as bad when I'm playing as when I'm trying to type. When I'm trying to type, I'll end up with, 40 million R's. It's very irritating. Yeah, Bluetooth is awful for gaming. I haven't figured out... There's supposed to be a way to turn it off on the keyboard as well. There's a button I'm supposed to be able to push. It's just really... I don't know. I don't know if it keeps, turning itself back on. But, yeah, it doesn't seem to be working very well. So, we're working on it. But in the meantime, not as bad as it was yesterday. I almost got killed by Galahad. Killed Galahad fine, and then almost got killed by his squires because I couldn't move properly. More talkie bits.
Ah, you're back.
So, what news do you bring? Did you talk to Feargas?
Rio, you were the second member, but you were the first gifted member.
Good. Just as I expected. I do feel for the boy. He really loved Camelot. Probably the last truly loyal keeper. But he had to know the truth. I knew his honour wouldn't let him hide it from the others in the Horns. Nicely done.
You're way too cheerful about that.
Now, I'll get One Eye, and together we'll go to the Horns with the good news. Not everyone will be happy about it. Well, that's for me to deal with. Those who don't support us will be released from their oath, and I'll ensure they're safe until they leave the south. After that, whatever they choose to do is up to them.
Rio, I hope your appointment goes well this morning.
Brothers, today marks a new chapter in the history of the Horn to the south. Today, we put an end to fear and poverty. I understand your pain. I know you feel helpless in the face of the looming terror of the weirdness. Camelot has abandoned us, brothers. For years, they've given us no aid. All they do is take our resources, send us to senseless slaughter, and keep us in the dark. Camelot doesn't see us as equals. They've forgotten Seawall Firstfoot's legacy and the promise King Arthur made to us. We were meant to stand as equals. We were meant to be just as powerful as them. And all this time, do you know what they've done to the founder of the Horns of the South? For over 600 years, Seawall has been alive, forgotten by King Arthur and all of Camelot.
600 years. Okay, I wondered exactly how long this has been.
You don't have to take my word for it. Seawall's tomb is open. Go and see for yourselves. I say, enough. Enough of being fed a rotten myth that turned out to be one great lie. We swore loyalty to the torturers of one of the noblest knights to ever walk Avalon. I say, enough. We will no longer honour an oath made to dishonourable people. We won't let ourselves be exploited any longer. But, my brothers, I bring news. Galahad the
Good
Pure,
morning,
the
Eraser,
same
and good
Galahad
morning,
who threatened
Working
to burn
Movie.
half our garrison at the stake is dead. Galahad's death is our chance to break free from Camelot. Enough lies.
They don't seem to be difficult to convince, do they?
No more risking everything for those who only know how to take. You're probably wondering, how can we protect the South on our own? How can we defend ourselves when Camelot comes to reclaim their slaves? Yes, that's what we are to them. I know the lockdown of the fortress surprised you, and for that, I truly apologise, but it was necessary to keep you from attacking our new allies, the Del Rita tribes, led by One Eye.
I know, my brothers, I know. This must be a shock, especially since I didn't share my plans with you earlier. But hear me out. Thanks to this alliance between the Horns of the South and the Dal Riada tribes, we are securing the safety of the South and our independence from Camelot.
I like the nice touch that they have the blacksmith in the background, not just kind of entirely all the faceless knights.
The tribes will help us rid the South of the bandits who've plagued our people for years. Together, we'll share knowledge and resources to ensure a better future for all Southerners.
We will not drain your resources. In fact, We'll replenish your armories and fill your pantries. We'll stand together, fighting side by side to bring peace and order back to the south. In return, all we ask is your loyalty. If you see a brother from the Dalriada fight in the Camelodian, stand with our brother. That's all.
Of course, if anyone isn't in favour of this alliance, you have the right to leave the service. I declare a new era for the Horn to the south. Those who don't wish to help build this future are released from their oaths. To those who choose to stay, I promise a good life, and you won't face any more threats. Now, brothers, return to your duties and rest easy. The
Nonsense,
Horn to
of
the
course they're going to
south
face
will
threats. They'll just be a
endure,
different kind.
and soon we'll be stronger than ever before.
Well, that was quite the speech. Yeah, there we go, bear. I love it. A chicken in every pot, a goat in every field. A bandit in every, Alright, where did this lead me? Alright, I have a different blacksmithing thing now. That got done. So what am I supposed to do now? Great, where is he? Is he back up the stairs? Guess I should have checked that before I actually came all the way down here, huh? Oh, he must be headed for his quarters. That was why it landed me in the middle of the stairs. That speech sounded so gay. I mean, it wasn't Independence Day, but I didn't think it was terrible. This, is dark and grim. Oh, thought it was pointing at that gargoyle for a minute. I was like, what the heck?
An honest matter. What do you need? Ah, right. See, the problem with Excalibur, or indeed any of King Arthur's blades, is that you need to prove you're worthy of wielding it. How are you supposed to do that? Hell knows. But if the pin that secured your entry to the Horns has led you here, I think I know what the one who gave it to you might have been thinking. You see, there are many different legends. According to one of them, there are a few places on Avalon where you can prove yourself worthy, whatever that means. And one of those places, as you can probably guess, is nearby. Have you seen the old gong in the sunken village? Well, many years ago, when people still went to the woods for a shit instead of using a privy, it was part of a certain ritual. Only the people who passed the ritual could become keepers.
What is his fascination with poop comments in the middle of his speeches?
Well, none of the living keepers were recruited that way, so we don't really know what happens during the ritual. That's why Galahad now appoints keepers and the captain chooses them. It's just safer that way. I only know that you need to sound the gong and then lie down to sleep at its base. If you wake up, I mean, when you wake up again in the morning, you'll know you've been deemed worthy. Unfortunately, the gong is broken, so first, you'll need to find a way to fix it, and since it's made of weird steel, That's not going to be easy, is it? Fortunately, Oshbrit should be able to help you. A little bird told me he likes to play with weird steel when nobody's looking. Just tell him I sent you, and he won't give you any trouble.
All right.
Of course they tried. It turns out that the keepers who passed the ritual could hold it longer than anyone else. Maybe it'll be enough for what you need, and maybe something entirely different will happen. It's your risk and your decision. Well, I'm not going to lie. From what I've heard, many people never woke up. They fell into eternal slumber, so... well,
No wonder your
that's why
rank
we
started to
abandoned the
suck.
tradition. And those who woke up were... changed. And none of them ever wanted to say exactly what happened there.
You know an awful lot for someone who just knows a real vague legend.
Then you'll have to find someone smarter than me. Because I already told you everything I know. Go, and may the southern wind be in your favour. If you need anything from the old captain, you know where to find me.
All right. Rio, I hope your meeting goes well. Sir, that was a very manly, masculine, leaderly speech of hope and promising a new future of abundance and peace. I mean, it was totally full of shit, but I kind of agree with you, Bear. Oh no, Bear is also leaving us. Well, I'm glad you're lurking. I am happy to have people here in any way they are able to be here. And I hope everybody's meetings go well. Even the ones that involve getting their teeth cleaned. Alright, so I guess I have to get a... Well, I might as well check with this guy. Find out how much weird steel I'm gonna need.
Just another peaceful moment.
Why would you want to fix it? Do you even know what it is?
Take some advice from an old man. If there's a giant, ancient statue that somebody tried to turn to dust, they must have had a good reason for it.
That is terrible logic.
Well, if you put it that way, then I suppose I have to tell you the truth. Otherwise, the terror from the sea will bite me in the ass while I bathe.
Of course I can fix it. I've been doing this kind of thing since I could swing a hammer. It's a skill we pass down from master to apprentice, generation to generation. Nothing fancy, just good old blacksmithing. Obviously, though, you'd have to bring me a couple things so that I can actually do it.
What a surprise. Shoot, what did it say I needed? Okay, I have the cobwebs.
Riordan's back, and with the Dalrita, no less. Bold move. Let's hope he knows what he's doing, or the keep's going to be in for one hell of a mess.
Or both. Both is an option. Alright, I'm very confused because I've already... Oh, I have to go get the gong. Alright, I see what the issue is. Somehow I just assumed it was going to be, like, enormous and unliftable or something. Alright. seem to have lost my pickaxe. Could you just sell me one? Thanks, appreciate it. By the way, is there anything I can get rid of while I'm here? Apparently not a lot, but... Wolf's Fang. I don't know how that compares to my current dagger, so I guess I'll keep an eye on that. That I already turned in. That I already turned in. I had to make these for another quest. Ugh. God, I'm starting to, like, wince every time I have to walk by him because his snoring is so gross. Bad enough that they have a character that snores, but, like, that wet, watery... Ugh. Oh! Hello! Hello. Where are my weapons? Why am I... What the heck? Well, that's weird. That's why it looked familiar. That is the weapon I was holding. Why did it just randomly put down my... Huh. Alright, well, never mind. All's well that ends well. I don't remember what exactly, but I think there was something I needed downer tongues for. Alright. Now... I need to get from here to there, I assume? Huh. Well, I is confused, but it does seem that I'm gonna have to walk out on this. Gonna have to walk the plank. Huh. I'm not liking this. I guess we're gonna find out how well I can swim. Whoop. The answer seems to be not well. I don't know where the actual path is supposed to be to get to this, because it says there is one, but... when in doubt, swim for it. Alright, now how do we get up onto... the rock? Hello. Do I know you?
Oh, a wanderer in the sunken village. You must be lost. Back in the day, you just needed to look at the stars and you'd know where you were going. Now even they are misplaced. I guess I'm just an old man listening to the sound of the sea. Every wave carries a story, you know. Some are whispers, others are roars. I like to think they're keeping me company. Long ago I decided to wait for something to happen. So I'm waiting.
I mean, part of me wants to say you don't look that old, but considering that people apparently hang around for 600 years.
For what's ahead of me. But I can feel that it's closer than ever. Everything that's around us, it's not yet the end. And that thought really bothers me.
The end of the world isn't coming, and I'm sad about it.
Monsters? I think you misunderstand. I don't see any monsters here, only lost villagers, still clinging to their home. It's sad, but as you can see, not much depends on us. The world just keeps on happening, and you happen along with it. They were given some time which they've tried to use as much as they could, that's all. I'm glad they allow me to stay here despite what happened. I like this place. It's the cycle of life. There's nothing to be afraid of. If you're afraid, it means you're struggling with something too much, my friend. Sometimes you just need to sit and look.
Sometimes
Watch
yes, but fear also
everything
keeps us
turn.
alive. That's a very silly perspective. Fear is like all emotions, it exists for an evolutionary purpose.
The sunken village was not always sunken, but one day someone, undoubtedly important, made a decision, undoubtedly necessary, that it would be better to make it so. So the wave came and made the village into the sunken village, and its inhabitants, well, you can see for yourself.
And he manages to say that very sarcastically without ever sounding sarcastic. Good morning, Jabruski. How are you? Dude looks like Sean Bean. Of course, he wants his death scene. The sparkly hoofness. That is a new one. Thank you. I will enjoy the title with honor.
I know that some druids did it. Specific individuals, although their names have long been forgotten. This is no great mystery, my friend.
I gotta say, the slow speech thing, even though I understand that in his case it's part of his character, I think he's supposed to be high or something, it's still irritating.
You'd have to ask those responsible for the flood. Who knows what's going through people's heads? Maybe someone ordered them to do it. We'll never know. That's a good question. Maybe they burnt during the Charred Conclave. Maybe not. Nevertheless, the punishment was delivered and justice prevailed. Once again, the world was made a better place. At least that's what those who set fire to the stakes preach. All in the name of the Word.
Wait, you've been hanging out here and you still know that a bunch of druids got set on fire recently?
Among others. This wouldn't have happened if not for Camelot's desperation. Hey, many tragic decisions were made. I don't know if the word was so unambiguous or if its interpretation failed. What happened on the fields of the Charred Conclave wasn't just about the flood, my friend. It was about things and forces we don't understand. Long ago enough for people to have no chance of discovering why it happened. And yet,
Poof polish,
recently
probably
enough that this
glittery
place
red.
still reminds us of it. Now the village is what it is, and the past is washed away. At least it can still be home for them. And I'll stay and look. These are interesting times indeed.
This guy is both I think, the worst voice actor yet, and he's the worst animated. He doesn't do
I
anything.
have everything I need. The entire world in one place.
I mean, he doesn't really move.
Before you go, I would like to ask you one thing. Who are you? I understand. I see you. I hear you. And I have a feeling that you will find what you're looking for. Farewell, and thank you for visiting me, my friend. You can come keep me company whenever you want. The sunsets here are beautiful.
So wait. Okay, I am in the right spot. So, here we go. That was a very long talk to hear absolutely nothing. Alright, I'm gonna have to just swim straight to the beach, right? Because I'm not gonna be able to get back up on that dock. It says that there's an actual pathway, but I don't think I believe it. So, here we go. Why are we not coming up? There we go. Apparently jumping in sends you in deeper. Interesting to know. I wonder if that's supposed to make me feel bad about killing the drowned people things there. Bro, I'm not going to be your therapist. I'm going to start charging you by the minute here. It's too damn long-winded. Yeah, I mean, like, the rest of this game has been very animated. The voice acting has been amazing. That one just seemed very strange. Now I'm going to have to... Alright, I might as well go kill some bandits while I'm waiting. Pardon me. Yeah, I, don't really want to waste a whole lot of time, like, just resting and doing nothing. Did I accidentally... I apparently have accidentally put a marker on this map again somewhere. Which is going to irritate the heck out of me every single time. Alright, well it shows that I put a marker on here, but now I can't find the marker. Oh well. Back to killing bandits. Emotionally fragile male #1. Apparently his name is Hob. Oops, I missed a turn. So I discovered that apparently the only things that do not give you cobwebs when it's nighttime are wolves. Because I killed a whole ton of them, and then I was like, oh, wait a minute, I'm not getting anything from them. If you kill them at night, but then you don't find their corpses until the next day. Do you still get cobwebs? things are fun. I like those. I like the graphics, too. Graphics on those are pretty awesome. See that blue circle? Ooh! Incoming! Yeah, those are amazing. They're also really easy to find after I kill them, which is kind of nice. I always find it weird when I, like, shoot them so effectively that I basically pretzel them. Though having them fly backwards is pretty fun. Hey Eraser, I wanted to ask you before I forget. Did you ever watch the 4400? I haven't missed twice in a row in a very long time. Okay, so these are the guys who have been sitting here, which means I guess they died? Like permanent death instead of, you know, temporary death that happens when I kill them? No more respawns for you! Ah, you're a deer. And I missed. That's alright, I was just curious as to whether or not I could get cobwebs off them. I hate those things. They're usually multiples, which means there's another one here somewhere. The fact that they all have a toe is just weird to me. Oh, it's you again. Still missed. I gotta say, I'm great at killing people. I'm terrible at hunting animals in this game. I've probably gotten entirely turned around. I probably should make sure I know where I am. Kind of feels like that would take the fun out of it, though. Oh, campfire. I know where I am now. I am actually beginning to learn to recognize landmarks in this. Who would have guessed? So why have some of them transported, or, like, turned into the weird, silvery, black-shaped things, and some of them are still just bandits? Interesting conundrum. 4400. I remember my dad watching it. I think I've seen a few episodes. I always remember enjoying it, but I don't remember it being especially good. It was, you know, it was a decent show. Like, it was worth a watch. But I started rewatching it because it's on Tubi right now, and my husband had never seen it, so we just kind of started, picking away at it. And it's actually, I think it's better than I remember, like by a fair amount. What was that? Disappearing, reappearing ghosts? Woofed into shape and then disappeared again? I mean, I remember thinking, like, at the time, that the... how to explain this? This is a kind of an extensive cast. I remember thinking that the younger main characters were kind of boring. I've become convinced that, like, night just lasts forever unless I rest. And that they just seemed really immature. But now I look at it and I go, well, yeah, of course, like, they're teenagers. And they actually did a pretty good job of representing them as teenagers. Whereas in the 90s, most of the time, representing as people as teenagers actually meant, we're still gonna have them act exactly like adults and, never act like teenagers.
Please, state your business. A fight to the death. It must be so exciting.
And,
Dragging those deluded dogs back here? Oh, I'm not sticking around to see how that ends. Let someone else get their throat slit. Do you keep bandits' fingers as trophies? I would.
He's so gross. I wonder if there's anything else on the... Oh, there is something else on the board. Oh, I think I did this already. Hey, apparently I have a bounty leader, too.
Please, state your business. Well, well, the famous Bromar. No face and no life. That savage wiped out an entire unit of Camelot's infantry. But he couldn't take you down, huh? It's like the gods themselves made you for the job. Though I'm not sure which ones. In any case, you've certainly earned the gratitude of the capital. You are truly remarkable. I've never met anyone with such an insatiable thirst for blood. I almost wish there were more bounties left. But alas, you've handled them all. Please, take this as a token of Camelot's gratitude. And keep up the good work. I hope it brings you as much satisfaction as it does me. Do you keep bandits' fingers as trophies?
Stop with the fingers. Ugh. Gross little man.
What a nice day.
I was hoping it was a page from Playwench.
You doing okay? How did you, Oh, forget it. I don't even want to know. Just give me a moment.
This guy is great. I love his voice acting.
Yeah, that should do it. Do whatever you need to if you're really sure about this. But please try to come back alive.
So wait a minute, it didn't even take the steel, which is in fact something else that I can collect? I just needed cobwebs?
I have nothing to tell you. I could try to talk you out of it, but I'm guessing that wouldn't work.
Actually, if I have to go back and use this in the village, maybe I should know more about the village.
It used to be a retirement plan for the keepers. Since you're a keeper for life, we used to call it the barracks, but then, when our new captain took over, he decided to open the horns to the world a bit. We have an inn now, and we've welcomed some outsiders. Too bad that nobody's allowed to go there unless they have a permit. And since we're on lockdown, nobody's getting a permit. Didn't I already tell you we're in a truly sad hole of a place?
Savage Brewski. They're only mostly dead. Check their pockets for loose change and ye old pinups. You know, if you get really lucky, the centerfold is showing her ankles. Oh god, I gotta swim back there again? I mean, I know it's somewhat realistic, and the fast travel makes it so much easier, but the back and forth thing gets a little old. And I still can't figure out why it keeps telling me that there's a path when there's very clearly not a path. Alright, why is it not bringing me to the surface this time? Is it because I'm carrying a giant fucking heavy bell? Alright, there we go. Hey, old dude. Old dude who doesn't look old is gone. Interact with the eternal sea. Does this mean just, like, jumping off? Or is that the name of the bell? I love that. I'm sorry, I thought I was taking a nap at the base of this thing. Alright, I'm beginning to figure out why, Oh, fudge. This is another one of those sections that involves, like, jumping and sprinting and getting the timing exactly right, and I suck at. Ah! Alright, fudge. What exactly am I supposed to do here? I have managed to get stuck immediately! Haha, just kidding, you needed a higher agility for this. I'm trying to, like, I have, like, almost no room to dash, so I'm trying to, like, use the dash to time this right to see if I can't get more lift, but... Oh, fuck. Yeah, my coordination is not this good. I'm being repressed by the map. Yes! What the luck. You are just in time for Conundrum. Yeah, I'm a little confused as to why this is even a thing. Because I very obviously do not have the agility to do this, so... Ah! Fuck. Goodbye. See, I told her that was gonna suck. Okay, so I have to jump across there, but I can't land on the lower part, because if I do, I fall and die. Okay, well, I didn't make it, but that time I apparently got high enough athletics to make the jump.
made an oath never to summon me again.
I'm sorry, do I know you?
Excalibur. Wait. Is it really you? You, who come from a time beyond. Show yourself before me.
Yeah, it's exactly what I said.
Seems he speaks to me. Allow me to answer him. Welcome, old friend. I can see that you know me, but I am a mere shadow
Talky
of my
bits.
true self. I don't remember you, Lord of the Seas. Forgive me. That's what you told me, my friend. The next time we see each other, you will not remember me. But you are here now. The will and the power led you back to this place. Even in this incomplete form. Where should I look for myself? I wish to restore Avalon to its former glory, yet I don't know how. Avalon's fate has never rested upon one person alone, not even one as great as King Arthur. Yet here you are, trying again, restless and eager to take the responsibility again. I salute you, my friend. Tell me what I must do to be worthy to lead Avalon once more. I do not think I have the strength. Your path is true. Seek wholeness, and Avalon will reveal what it needs from you. And yes, you need to touch Excalibur. Thank you, my friend. And you, mortal. You have given yourself to the King's service. You are worthy of a place among the keepers of the South. Arthur, take out your sword and fear no failure. It is yours to take. It always was. I deem you worthy, my friend. The promise I gave thy mother is fulfilled, and thus our pact is ended. You know where to look for your soul. Trust yourself. And
You must
when
buy a
you
Bowflex
reach
and
your
exercise
journey's
upon it for
end,
3 hours, then you will have the strength
I
of shiny
trust
one.
you will make the right choice.
That was like a competition between like who could have the most, amazing, like, growly voice. So now what? I mean, I don't seem to have Excalibur. Allow me to take the soul fragment from Excalibur. Okay. Which is where? Oh, apparently we just go right back to the same spot again. I should have known. I really keep expecting, considering they're called drowned ones, you'd think there would be, like, more drowned undead here. Came up further than I expected to. that was terrible. And that was anticlimactic. I mean, I feel... Whoops. Hitting the wrong button here. Usually they summon, like, every freaking monster on the map. That was weird. We're gonna give you boss music, but only as a teaser. Boss music, just kidding! Oh god, I hate you guys! Ah! So gross. I don't want to be covered in monster goop. Monster goop is gross. Good morning, Deadman. That's alright, I am happy to have you swing by just to say hi. I appreciate the view and the like. Looking for sword. Yeah, looking for a sword. Dude keeps it in his bedroom with him? Pee in the river and assert dominance once more. Hello.
Welcome to the Museum of the Horns of the South, the southernmost keep under Camelot's jurisdiction. My name is Ridderick, and I will be happy to introduce you.
You are also
to
a
the
shitty
rich
voice actor.
History of this fascinating place. A history that began 623 years ago with the first keeper, Sewell Firstfoot. I'd also like to bring your attention to our numerous exhibits that are, as I like to say, inanimate witnesses of the history of the Horns of the South.
You know, Honorhawk, I was kind of thinking the same thing. He sounds like a guy who has had to make the same speech like 100 times.
The museum holds a collection of 72 items of the so-called movable, tangible heritage. The collection includes big
And he's made the same joke
small
every time.
items that represent the world surrounding the keepers of the Horns of the South from the 1st to the 6th century of the Avalonian era. Here you will find militaria, craft tools, everyday objects, furniture, textiles, coins, religious artifacts.
I love the fact that, like, tools and everyday objects are different, and furniture are different categories. Like, aren't most of those things everyday objects? Like, what's he talking about? I mean, I really feel like this one, but...
I'd say all exhibits are worthy of your attention, but I could point you to the ones I personally think to be the most notable, or subjectively, of course, the most interesting. Those would be the items that used to belong
That
to
was a
Sewell
weird gap.
Firstfoot. We have his signal horn, and also his boots.
Welcome to the museum. How can I help you
Those
today? Yeah.
boots were the
Yeah, it
first
very
to
much
touch
feels like that.
Avalonian soil. What is Also worth mentioning is the tableware used by King Arthur himself during his visit to the Horns of the South in the 15th year of the Avalonian era.
I mean, he sounds a little less rote now, but not by much. Do you ever relic Sewell's holy socks?
It is indeed an
I'm just trying to be
interesting
polite, and this
exhibit.
one sounds like the least
The
sucky.
horn was used by Sewell during wartime, not only for signaling, but also for intimidation. It is 50 centimeters long and made of the horn of an ox. It is the color of yellowed bone, with some ash-gray discoloration on the narrow end. It has a brass mouthpiece and silver fittings on its
are you
wider side.
running a
and
museum
at the
or trying to
middle.
sell this at
The
auction?
shape of the fittings suggests that the horn was hanging on a leather strap, which unfortunately has not survived to this day. Dalrita, here in our keep, barbarians trampling through the halls, ready to ransack my museum. They'll plunder everything, every relic, every artifact. This is madness.
This is Sparta!
Madness.
I just had to. I mean, come on. They're barbarians, not British. Sorry, couldn't resist.
Oh, truly? I never expected to hear such a naive question. What do they teach you in those rural schools? Likely nothing, which would explain why Avalon is in such a deplorable state. But you are fortunate.
We have
For
moved
I
very quickly
never
from, like,
refuse access to
tired,
knowledge to
feel
those
sorry
who
for
wish to
him
expand
service
it.
industry guy to,
Saras, the
wow,
flagship
you're a
of
dick.
King Arthur's fleet, was an exceptionally impressive construction
This dude is
of
speaking
oak
really slowly considering they
and
didn't have Tylenol back then.
wood. Unfortunately, a
Okay, I
group
can't do it.
of the and
Can't do it.
several all
Can't do
of
it.
this naturally King Arthur ordered He did so. He wisely believed honor. Had more people followed the rebels.
Yeah, can't. Just can't. I have very... What was it I was playing? There was something I was playing. Oh, it was the first original Sin game. The speech patterns on, like, every person there, like, are at a crawl. Alright, am I not where I'm supposed to? I thought I was where I was supposed to be, but I guess not. Way to Bogart screen time. I cannot allow you to impugn the good name of the British Empire so shamelessly. Actually, entirely fair. Carry on. Oh, is it like hanging out in this weird hunk of wood? Or am I just supposed to... Yeah, it is hanging out in the weird... Why am I losing life? Like, rapidly. Alright, let's try this.
I cannot say for certain. My memory remains too clouded. It
Little less
seems
reefer there,
familiar.
dude.
I do not feel my soul bound to it, but I know our path shall lead us here, one way or another. Something lingers beyond this gate. Something ancient. That much I know.
I'm
We'll
guessing
find the
this
truth
was
soon
supposed to be
enough.
done before I actually rang the gong.
Yes, it seems we knew each other well during the war. And this proves that I sought allies beyond our own forces. And I trusted him enough to carry the knowledge of Excalibur. This must count for something.
Is that it? Arthur's memory is that it's important to pull out. I don't... Oh, interesting. Okay, so I see how this works now. Except I can't... Do. Alright, so we are going to try not to hit the wrong button over the course of this, which is going to be really hard. These are in kind of awkward spots. There we go. Expected that to be worse. Hello.
I am his will, the fire that bends the world to his command. I am the blade that shapes kings and shatters tyrants.
Ooh, that's gross.
Enough, Merlin. You can't keep throwing lives into this abyss. These experiments, they're destroying what remains of us.
Destroying us? They're what's keeping us alive. Do you think the Ford Dwellers will stop for pity or mercy? Every soul we lose here saves 10 more on the battlefield. You told me to do this. You sanctioned this. And I'm close to getting it right. I know it.
No, we can't justify this. There's no victory worth such a cost.
You know full well, Arthur, that this isn't about victory. It's about survival. If we don't push these boundaries, there will be no future for your kingdom, for Avalon. You dream of peace, but without victory, there will be no peace to dream of. The path ahead is brutal, but if we relent now, we lose everything.
And yet we keep losing people and gaining nothing in return. We must change the path.
They volunteered for this.
They volunteered to save our kingdom, and you've gotten no closer to doing it. Their sacrifices cannot be in vain, Merlin. Find another way. Use your mind, your wisdom. Leave this slaughterhouse you've created behind.
A different way. That will take time, and resources we may not have. The enemy won't wait.
They will if I make them.
Whatever it takes, I will buy you that time. Find me a weapon that wins this war without annihilating what we fight to protect. Whatever it takes. Yes. Let it be known that it was my decision, and I will bear the consequences of it. Oh no, my king. People can never know. It was all my idea, and you knew nothing about it. All of us have our role to play. You are the leader, and they need to love you. If we win, you need to become more than a man. You need to become a symbol.
So, sounds like a case of we went too far and till it got to the point where we...
Now, I remember. Before you judge me, it all seems so obvious now, doesn't it? The right thing to do. It wasn't back then, and you can trust me on that. We were on the brink of losing the war, and wars aren't won with wishful thinking. There was no clean path, no noble answer. Only the weight of reality pressing down on our necks. Something had to be done, or everything we fought for would have been in vain. And
hey
in
Rio,
the
welcome
end,
back.
The ones who stepped forward, who chose to pay the price, made it possible. And their deaths gave Merlin the knowledge he needed to finish his work. To find something that could really turn the tide in our favor. I did. But this wasn't about pride. It wasn't about saving face. It was about survival. The truth about all this would have broken my people. I couldn't allow that. And a king doesn't get to flinch. If that meant carrying the weight alone, so be it. I would make that choice again if I had to.
I mean, sounds like you let Merlin carry it, actually, but...
Justified? No. Justification is for those who have the luxury of doubt. And I had a kingdom to save. They were brave men who volunteered their lives, just as they did every time we rode onto the battlefield. The difference was that if Merlin succeeded, one man's sacrifice could have saved us all, could have ended the war before more blood was spilled. If sacrificing a few meant the survival of all...
Oh, it does kind of like sound like the Mufasa, doesn't it?
Maybe they never saw justice. Maybe their real stories were erased from history. Call it cruelty. Call it madness. But if I'd done nothing, there would be no Avalon left to argue over. But the kingdom still stands. The people live. And that has to mean something.
I mean, do they really, though?
I told him to stop the experiments on our men, but to keep going. And he did. He started experimenting on the Four Dwellers, the enemy. If their bodies could be broken down, their power turned against them, wasn't that their own doing? Wasn't that fair? So he figured out how to twist the Four Dwellers' power into something we could wield. I told him to conquer the weirdness. And in the end, he did. He found a way to make me stronger. Stronger than any man had the right to be. It wasn't just magic. It was something deeper, older. A force that reshaped me. And with it, we won. The war ended. Avalon was ours. The bloodshed
Under the armor,
stopped.
I'm secretly
The
Superman.
banners were raised, and the kingdom stood safe. That's the question, isn't it? I keep thinking about Seawall. He was ready to pay the ultimate price for what we were fighting for. And I thought he did. I grieved him. Told myself his sacrifice had meaning, that he had given his life for Avalon. And now, after all these years, finding him like this, I told myself I carried the weight of my choices. But seeing him, I wonder if I ever truly did.
This, all I can think of is like all the experiments they used to do on military personnel.
You've got that look again, like you've seen something you wish you hadn't. Another piece of the king's soul reclaimed, right? What did it show you this time? Merlin. Ah, Merlin and his obsession with the weirdness. The king thought it could save us. Merlin thought it could be controlled. Together, they were willing to tear the world apart to win. I was a prototype for Merlin's latest idea, immortality. Me and Seawall, the king's loyal pawns. Used and discarded when they found a better way. When they decided to go even deeper into their madness and turn our king into a monster. Seawall was Merlin's first attempt. I was the last.
That's
We
why
could
I don't have
say
to
I
fight,
was lucky,
float in a giant
but
blood
to say
bubble
that
for the rest of
would take
eternity.
a truly macabre sense of humor, don't you think? Even if he didn't, he should have. He was desperate to win. And desperation doesn't leave room for conscience. Every scream, every scar, even if he didn't see it, he allowed it. That's as good as approving it. Fight back. Against who? Merlin? The king? You don't fight gods when you're just a pawn on their board. You endure. You wait. And when the time comes, you either break, or you're left to clean up their mess. That's what I do. What I've always done. The monsters, the weirdness, the chaos. All of it leads back to them. We're left in the ruins of their grand plans, trying to uphold their ideals, fighting for what never was. It's time to bury all these fairy tales in a well-deserved grave. And that's what I do. Of course he'd say that. There's always a scapegoat and a convenient excuse for men like him. But it doesn't absolve him. Not when he was the one who unleashed this madness on all of us. He wanted victory, no matter the cost. And when you want something that badly, you stop looking too closely at what's being done in your name. And, after all, who said we were supposed to win this war? Who said we were supposed to survive?
I have to say this guy's a pretty good voice actor too. He doesn't have that like deep like reverb like the others do, but like, you know, they're supposed to be gods basically. And he's just a guy who happens to be immortal. But he does a pretty good job.
You've seen what they did. What he did. And that's not the end of the story. It's not the extent of their sins. Find the pieces of his soul. Put him back together, if that's what it takes. And then we, or I alone, if you decide to defy me, can end the cycle. Either way, we will get to his resurrection. I've seen it too many times to believe the cycle will be broken before it happens. But know this. Once he's whole, Arthur's power, his mistakes, and his madness will all return. And when that moment comes, I'll be there. Whether to stand with you or step over you. The choice is yours. Just remember that when that happens, and you stand by his side, there won't be room for both of you.
Which kind of makes me wonder what happened to Merlin.
Start. You've already started. But if you want the next piece, head to Kunacht. The menhir there is failing, the weirdness swallowing what's left of the village. You will need to find another artifact. The shield our king gave to Palamedes. He was one of the king's finest. A voice of reason amidst the madness. But it didn't save him or his legacy from what they had coming. Find the shield, and then, well, we will meet again. We'll see if your perspective changes.
Alright, where are we headed? It's gotta be up in one of the areas I haven't explored very much. Where are you? Oh wow, it's way up there. Well, that's alright. I was up here for some reason. I don't remember why, so at least we won't have to walk too far. You know, when I leave this level, that guy's snoring is going to be the one thing I miss like least of all. Oh, snoring guy, I will miss you least of all. Alright, there's like crazy bee people here or something. I don't remember exactly what the... Ooh, wolves. I think. Alright. 2 seconds, I need to close my curtains. I can see even less well than usual. Because the sun has decided to come out for once. Oh, that's much better. I'd rather not be eaten by wolves before I even see them coming. You know, I haven't actually seen it up close, and I thought it was kind of strange, because you end up with all these deer, and then you, like, have these wolves, and they'll be, you know, just a little, fairly close distance from each other sometimes. But I was, like, standing at the top of a cliff, looking down at one point, and there was a deer, and all of a sudden, these two wolves, like, came out of nowhere, and, like, tore it apart, and then just, like, took off and left it. I was like, oh, so there are predators and prey in this, Alright, what is... Oh, there's the ring right there. That can go away. Alright. See if we can walk off any cliffs in the dark. Alright, what is with the... Really? I mean, that wasn't already lit? As if it wasn't dark enough before. Now we get dark and orange glowy things. Ooh, is there a cliff? I'm walking at the edge of a cliff. Didn't even realize. Guess we'll go this way. I've already fallen once today. No need to do it a second time. Oops. Oops, am I still ending up at the top of a cliff? No, just a little bit. If I could sing, I would be like singing Walking After Midnight right now. God, I love that effect. I know I keep saying that, but I just do. Oh. Oh, that's right, I remember this. It's like all the little creepy kid statues with glowing eyes. Oh, I don't like walking through here, especially at night. Ooh, I like question marks, though. How do I get up there? Oop, not by letting these guys kill me. Come on. Look, I said change weapons. Why I have such a hard time, like, getting the weapons to change over on this thing. Like, it needs a double tap or something. Wait, is this where I just came from? Oh, no, there was a second one. Huh, alright. Alright, where was that question mark? Up there, I guess? Just please yourself. Sorry, I didn't see that one until just now. It was terrible, but I appreciate the effort anyway. So I'm guessing I get up on this side and walk over? Except I can't see how to do that. Well, that puts me a little higher. I suspect not as high as I'm supposed to be. I need to start just doing jumping jacks so that, now I've lost track of where the bridge is. I may just have to wait until morning. Oops. Shit. Oh, that was pretty good. I'm pretty proud of that one. Mainly because I didn't think there's any way I was ever gonna reach that. Oh, that's a lot of creepy kid statues. Hello. I was gonna say, there must be another one. Alright, where was I going? Yeah, I need to do jumping jacks so that my jump capability gets better. Bridge is still higher. Alright. The sounds they make are hysterical. I keep waiting for all these friggin' creepy statue things to just come to life and murder me. Good lord, I had to come all the way around here. Is that just a giant wall? Alright, I may need to just wait this out until morning. This is getting... I suspect I'm wandering further and further away from where I actually need to be. Wait a minute, do I see a bridge? A lot of empty stuff. All right. Oh, we get to talk some more. This is a very talky section.
It was supposed to be a reminder. The sword was never just steel. It was a symbol of what we stood for. Strength, justice, the will to carve a path forward. A weapon, yes, but also a promise. I wanted them to remember, to fight for those ideals, to uphold them, even when I was gone, even when there was no king left to lead them.
This guy had a very high opinion of himself, didn't he? You know, initially I was kind of like, why did they have to use King Arthur for this? Why, like, break this, you know, break down the legends of King Arthur? And then I realized, like, even though it's being made very clear that he's kind of a terrible person, it's still really hard to accept that because I've grown up on the legends of King Arthur. And I think that that's probably intentional. A weapon, yes, but also a business plan for medieval times in Dario.
Merlin saw Avalon for what it was long before the rest of us. He told me that Tintagel wouldn't hold, not forever. That the weirdness would gnaw at our walls, at our minds, at our very bones, until nothing human remained. But he still fought to map a way forward, to carve some sense into this land. And in the end, the land swallowed him whole anyway.
Interesting.
We were losing the battle at Tuathan's mouth. Our last push before the weirdness took the field. Merlin was with us, bleeding, exhausted, but still weaving his spells. Then it came. Not a beast, not a man, not something we ever had words for. A shadow, wearing 1,000 torn banners, moving like it had no shape of its own. Merlin raised his staff, spoke a name I didn't recognize. And then he was gone. Not killed, not struck down, just gone. Like the land itself had taken him back.
The word he spoke was basically, "Alright, I'm out, bitch." Alright. Trying to find a way up top. Take a step back, get a clearer picture. What is that? Oop. Guess that was a little too far. When they say being a hero, what they really mean is the dumbass who runs straight for the thing that is probably really deadly. The thing is definitely whispering, right? Oh! Oh, crap. What is killing me? Oh, hello. What the fuck was that? Well, whatever it was, killing it made the smoke go away. I didn't like that. I still really want to know what that question mark was, but I'd be damned if I can figure out how to get there. I like a lot of these special effects, but I have to say that the fact that the rain on wolf fur makes it shiny is a little weird to me. Ooh, where am I? Oh, I have ventured really much further east than I intended to. Like, a lot. I do not want to go that way. Martin's cell phone rings. Hey, Titania, what? You brought your chesty cousin, gotta go, bye, sinks into the earth. I mean, I'm not sure there needed to be a chesty cousin if you're already covered in blood and, like, something like that, looking like that shows up, just be like, nah, I'm out. I've had enough. Oh, am I sneaking? I didn't mean to be sneaking. I'm really not that sneaky. So this entire land is covered in bees, weird glowing flowers, and stone statues of weird childlike things with glowing eyes. Doesn't really seem like a place I'd like to settle. Oh. I didn't expect to take it out in two. See what I mean? Like, animals should not be shiny in the rain. My glove shiny? Fine. Bow and arrow shiny? Fine. Fur shiny? No. Fur should not look like plastic. Every time I find a way to go up, I'm just gonna go up because, you know, it's way easier to go down than it is to go up. Ooh, what's over here? Is that what is that? Nothing. Nothing there because otherwise there would be a little red dot. Huh, see what I mean about going down is easier than going up? And of course it decides to be foggy, just so that I can't see that stupid bridge I've been looking for the whole time. I love crit shots in this game. It's glorious. What the hell is this? Oh, it's like one of those child statues, but it only seems to have one eye. You know, I'm making the assumption I need to go up, but maybe I don't. It's just that all the really cool, like, scenery seems to be up higher, so I keep assuming that's where I should be. Is this where the question mark was? Did I find my way here utterly by accident after I decided to stop trying? Sure, let's go get ourselves killed. There was a question mark showing up on the... Going down as he's going up, that's not what he said.
I see the burden you carry, though you hide it well.
Hello, do I know you?
There's nothing for you here, Wanderer. The doors are closed. And if I couldn't open them, you won't either. Tyrannus of the Thoid tribe, Dalriata. And you? Likewise. Great minds think alike. And apparently they're drawn to the same places.
But yeah, there was a question mark on the map, and I was trying to find it.
You'll need every bit of life force you have. A curse for killing a member of the Thoid tribe could take half of it. I thought that since you're here, you'd know what lies behind these stone doors. Many have tried. I thought I was worthy, but I keep failing. I've been camped here for 3 moons. There's no life for me outside this cave. If I can't get through, this is where my story ends. This is my destiny, one I chose for myself. I'll either get through or die trying.
That seems
but
like a waste.
My strength is fading. This isn't how I wanted it to end. It is death and magic. It draws its power from the ancient mist. Of those who went hunting for it, only a scant few ever returned to their tribes. Look for the mist, and in the mist for antlers and an evil eye. They say its feet don't touch the ground, though those are the words of the madman who somehow survived an encounter with it.
Are you telling me that those weird glowing eye statues, like, don't do anything in this entire game?
Everyone from Thoid wants to face one of those wraiths, and I'd love to get my hands on one of their corpses. Those are priceless and can be used for strong magic. If you manage to slay the Mistbearer, I'll pay you in gold for everything you bring back. At least I'll get something out of this pointless mission. Then maybe I'll invite you to further collaboration. Return alive and you'll find out. Good luck, Wanderer. May fate be kinder to you than it has been to me.
Didn't I already kill one? I mean, I've already killed one.
What's the ask? May Mather's strong arm embrace you.
Apparently, I did not get whatever it was I needed on the one I killed. Alright, let's go find another annoying, foggy spot. Yeah, I mean, those are such... Yeah, oh god, they're so creepy. I mean, they'd be creepy enough if they were just glowing children's statues. They're more creepy this way. And yeah, I totally agree. That was a huge missed opportunity. What the heck are you doing here? You're like a beach thing. And you are an ogre. I hate ogres. So I have to say that was a whole lot easier than the first couple I did. See, my assumption was that there's this bridge-esque thing over here that I assumed was going to take me somewhere, but it doesn't seem to have. Oh, let's see what's going on in this neck of the woods. Apparently, there's something I'm supposed to see. She's not Fiona. Oh, Bear, I thought I had to... Hang on a second, maybe I I guess I misread the quest. Let me go back. I thought what it said was... He's interested in the remains of a mist bearer if I manage to kill one. The mist bearers have existed outside the cave. I assumed I had to, like, go outside the cave. Okay. Why are there mist bearers outside the cave if the whole point is that you have to kill them in the cave? He kept saying I couldn't get into the cave without having a mist bearer body. So I thought I had to find one somewhere else. Oh, you stinking little things. Oh, there's a... Yeah, I understood that there was a special one down there, but I was under the impression from what he was saying that I had to kill a different one in order to get into the cave. That was where my misunderstanding lied. Lude? I don't know. So he doesn't really actually care about getting through the door then. He just cares about, like, making money off the... Why is it I put my weapons away every single time I walk through a door? Imagine if a cop, like, was going on a dangerous bust and they put their weapon away every time they walked through a doorway. Oh. No. Wait, did I just go back? I went back the way I came, didn't I? Have I mentioned I have no sense of direction? God, I hate those things. Oh, I love it. I love it. I was laughing the cops racked their guns in the movie right before the shootout. The dialogue in the game could use a little work. They needed a better English translator. This was not originally an English game. I don't actually know, so. I was pretty proud of that one too. My distance shots are not always wonderful. Okay, we have bed frames, but no... Whoops. Didn't do a good job on that. Oh, there you go. Who was it that wanted the you know, ye old play whatever? There you go. You can read it to yourselves. Oh dear. Wow, that's long too. Based in Poland. I need you to read it to me. Use your best dramatic voice. Yeah, I mean, you've heard goats yell. Like, how much drama is involved in a goat yelling? Be like, you know, lustful tones. Ah! Wow, that skeleton took a weirdly long time to die. Spiked mace. And what appears to be early dynamite, I guess? But apparently I can't take the dynamite. Despite being in a position where I definitely could use it. My alchemy done gains skills. Apparently there are multiple alchemy stations here. Apparently whoever lives here really likes alchemy. I hope they don't really like food, because I'm taking all theirs. I'll need something to eat when I get, you know, hopelessly lost down here and... can't find my way out. Fun thing about this game is that apparently there are no maps for anything underground that I have been able to, well, at least so far, that I have been able to click open. So, Bear, have you been playing this? Are you... how far through it are you? Or did you finish it? Alright, dead end. The way forward is definitely not a dead end because I can see a staircase. We'll go check this way just to make sure I'm not missing anything. I'm being interrupted by a cat. You know, got a lot of wolfsbane around here, and I have absolutely no idea what it's for. Oops. That was a terrible shot. It was nice of him to just hang out and wait for me to reload. So whoever lives down here likes alchemy and smut. Darn it. Well, I have no idea what that does. So I think I have convinced Yarny to try this once she's done her current game. You guys should get her to read the smut out loud and see if she can make it through it without, like, giggling. Like, maniacally giggling. Am I supposed to go down, or am I supposed to head for this weird foggy patch? I guess I'm supposed to head down. I already did all this. Here we go into the wild beyond. I don't know what all these white buttons are for either, for that matter. So, hello, anybody home? Wait, did I come back out? I still can't bring up a map, so I guess not. There's just a swamp in the middle of the cave. Yarny can't make it through our blurbs without giggling. The text will have a chain reaction. You've been watching reviews of Starfleet Academy. I mean, that's... I feel like there's, you know, hating yourself by watching Starfleet Academy, and then there's hating yourself by watching reviews of Starfleet Academy. Finished it, started a playthrough. You're so pretty, blah 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 blah. Yeah. I mean... Wait, there are two of them. Can't tell which one I'm supposed to be hitting. You know what? Fuck it. We still have boss music, which means we still got shit going on. TEGs? Darn it, I saw shapes. Alright, I know there's two of them. Hold still, damn you. I gotta just start letting them come to me, because every time I try and get to them... they move faster than I do, and we end up going past each other. Is he teleporting, or are they illusions? Because there seem to be multiples. You don't get anything off them, huh? Bear, I hope you have a good day. Thank you for coming. One teleporting main guy and then illusionary copies. Okay, good to know. I get what you're saying, but some of them are just dead Relian race. You're saying, oh, the reviews are funny. I mean, some of them are, but I don't know. All right, where am I going? It basically just like kicked me back out into this swampy area. Whoops. Helps if I have the correct weapon on. I was gonna say, I didn't really expect to hit you. I just wanted to coax you back so I could hit you. I mean, that felt kind of... well, I don't know. Nope, that's the dead end. Is this where I want to go? Well, it's not familiar, so... It's got stuff. Can't go wrong with stuff. Alright, that was where I went down, which means I think I need to go back this way. No, this is where I just was. I really need an underground map. Oh, luckily we... Oh, hello! Sorry, didn't occur to me that you would have regenerated this quickly. Okay, this looks familiar. These, however, do not, because I feel like I would have picked them already. But when in doubt... Am I going around in circles? Now I feel like I'm going around in circles. Oh, I do remember the bookcase. Oh, we do remember the bookcases, though. By the way, did we, So a whole lot of, like, mostly rotten scrolls. And, one book of smut. Oh yeah, I'm definitely taking way longer to get out than I took to come in. Beds. I vaguely remember there being beds. Do I remember this? You know, it'd be really helpful if you, like, left the bodies that I killed so that I'd know where I'd been.
The air changed.
Oh, there we go.
You did it. Impressed. I wish I'd
There we
been
go.
the one to face the Mistbearer, but I bow to the one who managed to slay it.
I'm getting through this or dying! But, you know, you can go instead. Hello, Uncle Martin, welcome! Most of them are decoys. Alright. Trying to remember what it is that... There's a game I was playing not that long ago. Oh, it's, Diablo 3, where you play some of the... Not bosses, but the higher level ones will cast, like, illusion, and there's like 20 of them, and it takes one hit to get rid of them, but... What the luck, I am definitely a Star Trek person, but yeah, they're getting rid of all the reasons I liked Star Trek, so I just don't bother. Yes, Uncle Martin's stuff is good. You missed the smut and the going down jokes. Thank you very much. I am very excited. I mean, the monetization is wonderful. I will absolutely love to have people become members, but hitting the numbers goal is as much for me the goal as anything, so yeah, I was saying, okay, so you guys have to help me. There's going to be, I'm gonna you know, everyone who like hangs out is the herd, but I feel like the members need like their own special name, and I can't think what it is.
Excellent. And here's your reward.
A block of ice. Excellent.
Yes, I did. With your courage, you've proven yourself a worthy candidate for the ranks of the Alchemists Guild. And to be honest, it's been a long time since I felt this confident about a new guild member. So, if you're interested...
You're
I
good
might have a
at
few
killing
assignments for
things,
you.
so
What
therefore
do you say?
we're going to make you an alchemist.
We have a valuable member, a researcher of the weirdness named Eckhart from Connacht. A very wise man. I have my own mission to complete, so finding out why he hasn't contacted us falls to you. I'll mark his workshop on your map. If something unfortunate has happened to him, at the very least, recover his research. Let's meet at the statue of the Morning Harpist in Connacht.
Yeah, I love how this game is like, hey, you've proven yourself capable of, like, killing people. Here's this completely unrelated thing that I've now convinced you can do. And what a surprise, it's nighttime again. Creepy little eyeless bastards. Alright. Lost track of which quest is which. World Twin, we need to go there. Alright, that's the workshop. Wait, haven't I already done this? Didn't he say there was, like, nothing left to do in that? Apparently there were more drowners I was supposed to kill, too. Apparently I'm not very good at making armor, either. Alright, so I need to go this way. Order of the Shiny Hoof. I don't know. For some reason, what springs to mind immediately when you say, you know, like, the Hoofers is, like, you know, at risk for hoof and mouth disease. Okay, that's the door, but I want to get the guy's laboratory first, which will be this way. This isn't his laboratory, is it? I was gonna say, seems like a weird place to have a laboratory in a tent in the middle of nowhere. Oh, darn it. It's another drop-off spot. And it doesn't look like there is a way I can even jump down. Fudge. Hates tiny jumpy things. Oh, hello, you're new. You're... What the heck was that? I'm probably not, because no matter how many times I change the settings, it likes to revert me back to top chat no matter what. So yes, let's hold on for a second, because I have missed a ton. Was always in the Star Wars camp, Star Trek always seemed massively implausible. Actually, the original Star Trek led to a lot of the technology we have today, so it turns out it was more plausible than Star Wars. Hat, welcome, good morning, I hope you're having a great day. Beast, I did not see your initial greeting at all, so I apologize. And actually, I guess here it's good afternoon now, which means I really need to be finding out about signing off here pretty quick, but I want to find out what the heck is up with the weird night there. Legatus, I hope your teeth went well. The kids called getting here ass beat. Yeah, I absolutely did. I also don't know where I saved. I'm hoping that it was after. Okay, yes. Alright, all I have to do is get back there. Okay, so I did not lose very much. This is good. So I need to find a way to that area that does not involve jumping off a cliff and getting killed in 2 hits. Man, those guys are really... It takes too long to swap weapons, but... Oh, that's him right there. Alright. That was the, oh shit. And he saw me. I was hoping to get in a couple of hits before he saw me. Where does he come down? Alright, where'd he go? Because you know he's... Oh, fuck, there he is. Oh. That's bad. I am doing no damage to him at all. Alright. Wow, that was 1 hit. I had full hit points when he did that. Whew! Alright. Well, I'm dead. Yeah, I got curb stomped again. I didn't fuck up, except that apparently the guy is unbeatable. Watched the original Star Trek on VHS with my dad. Most of the movies, The Wrath of Khan. Wrath of Khan is great. Wrath of Khan is great. Wrath of Khan is just about everyone's favorite and the reason we take up tabletop fleet combat games. Not my point. The humanity coming together, dropping wars, dropping borders, currency, and signing Kumbaya into space. I don't think it is necessarily unrealistic because the humanity is very much like, you know, the family reunion where everybody hates each other. I am pretty sure that... Man, I'm just gonna keep getting zapped back here, aren't I? I am pretty sure that if somebody ever decided they were going to fuck with us, that would be the one thing that would make us get along. Where the hell is that dude? Oh, good lord, again? Oh. Just you guys. Alright, there's another one of you, I know that. But I'm far less concerned about you. So, is the trick just to avoid him until I get stronger? Because seriously, like, I did 0 damage to him. Like, I hit him a number of times, and didn't even blink. Did anybody catch what the knight's name was? That guy is harder than the endgame boss. You likely won't beat him at my level. Okay, good to know. Yeah, I know, but even once I got... I mean, I did get a couple of full draws on him, and he still didn't take any damage at all, and even once I... Actually, in the time it took me to swap weapons, he just hit me once. I knew you were here somewhere. Okay. I think this is like Ruby Weapon, a bigger bitch than the main bosses, and you need to prep for it. I mean, I assumed, but the problem is where I need to go takes me right by him, so I'm trying to... I don't know, Gorilla. I mean, Europe has a whole united thing. I think if you go far enough out and things changed enough... I mean, one of the main reasons that we do tend to be... Oh, shit. Oh, okay, I thought I was gonna fall off a cliff there. One of the main reasons that... Alright, if you guys are here, that means he's here, because that's where I got hit last time. I'm trying to figure out where he's located so I can not go there. But again, this seems to be one of those things that I have to, like, do by daylight or I'm screwed. Well, at least it was a good cobweb trip. I feel like yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like I'm going in totally the opposite direction. I need to go straight up from where I am. Or straight north from where I am, I guess I should say. But again, I don't want to run into the big bad dude. Ugh. Apparently I should have stayed on the cliff. Why am I always... Oh, god damn it! That's why I can't figure out where he's coming from. He just sort of, like, appears and disappears. Alright, I'm gonna hope he only shows up at night, because otherwise I'm totally fucked. Alright. This entire game seems to be a giant case of you can't get there from here. At least not without getting your ass absolutely kicked. Alright, we're gonna go back to where this is. Because I at least have some vague sense of direction from here. And when I say vague, I mean real vague. Okay, that's the door. We don't want to go through the door yet. This is the camp. And this is why I threw myself off the cliff, because I was pretty sure that his camp would be right here. Except it's not. Alright, this game is confusing and it's starting to piss me off. Means it's probably time to get done here pretty quick. I've been over there 3 times. There's no camp there. I'm in the process of de-radicalizing after pumping my brain full of rage bait for 5 years. I went cold turkey a month ago. Excellent! Puppy pictures for all! Alright, gorilla, no politics. Alright, I'm gonna try this one more time because I hate leaving things unfinished. I am supposed to literally be on top of his camp right here. Wait a minute. No wonder I couldn't see it at night. Whoops. Here's a really dark hole.
Someone's out there.
Huh, I guess there are more bandits. Too bad the guy paying me to kill them seems to be taking off because he's a pussy. I like hearing about death and I like being creepy, but hello.
I've taken down bigger foes.
Great, where are you? Ah, there you are.
Your rodents here.
Your road ends here, and I'll shoot you in the face. Every role-playing game ever. I shoot him in the face! I'm already overloaded. I might as well keep overloading myself, because it doesn't seem to make any difference once I get past a certain point. And I'm underground, which means it's not going to let me make a bonfire, is it? Which means I would have to go back out and put all this crap away in order to be able to move properly. Oh, let's double check, see if I'm right. Yep. Oops. I didn't bring up world politics. You said you didn't think the world would be able to get together. I said I thought they would be able to. That is futuristic possibilities, not world politics. There we go. Yeah, you're gonna have to wait until I've stashed some crap there, Arthur. Crap, I just took my shirt off, didn't I? Why can I never see the little square until I've already, like... The only real issue I have with this game is I really hate the fact that you can put away stuff that you're wearing. I think that's an incredibly terrible... There we go. I think that's an incredibly terrible tactic. Or whatever. Mechanic, that's what I'm looking for. Back. Yeah, there will be goatee boobs.
Not much. I never encountered one myself, but I heard stories about them. Mist bearers, like most creatures on this island, emerged from the weirdness. They were always drawn to magic. The druids believed they fed on it in some way. Merlin forbade his apprentices.
That was weird. Did it just get louder to you guys?
Druids were too valuable to our war effort to be distracted by such pursuits, and they were meant to carry on Merlin's legacy should he fall.
And instead we burned them.
The war, I do not know.
We set them on fire. just stash all the stuff I identified. I keep meaning to do something with that stuff, and I keep forgetting. Diary of a Priestess. I don't think I read that. Alright, I have leveled up a ridiculous amount, and I've done absolutely nothing with these points because I haven't found anything good that I wanted to spend them on. I guess I should at least use these. Alright, Gorilla, you need to stop. Is there a s'mores option for all these campfires? I mean, there is an eat version. Premiering a video on my channel. Have a good time. I hope it goes really well. Make good choices and collect skulls. Doing my best. Doing my best. Alright. Symmetric combat. 2 weapons of the same type. I'm not doing that. Hits against the same enemy within 5 seconds of each other. Resets on hitting a different enemy. Heavy attack with one-handed weapons reduces the target's stamina by 5% of the inflicted damage. I don't know that any of that is stuff I care about. Let's see what else we got. Stamina, shields I'm not using, health. I mean, health is always good. Increased vitality. I mean, let's go with that, because I could use some. Each enemy killed increases your physical damage by 5% up to 50%. Healing resets the counter. Huh. That seems like it could come in handy for boss fights, but I don't know if I'm at a boss fight anywhere. Other than, you know, massive, crazy ghost knight dude. Increase your physical damage by 1% for every 10 points of missing max health. So don't heal for a while. I can do that. Stamina. What have we got for stamina? I mean, I could use more stamina. Taking damage instantly restores 2% of max stamina. Killing an enemy instantly restores 10% of max stamina. Dexterity. Movement, attack. Oh, attack speed. Do love fasterness. Oh, reduce the time it takes to change weapons. Yes, I so need that. Increases attack speed by 10% for 5 seconds after killing an enemy. Now, hits against the same enemy within 5 seconds of each other. Resets on hitting it. I don't even understand what that means. Parry, I suck at. Movement. Lucky shot. Critical arrows have a 25% to refund 1 arrow. Nah, I'm good. Increased zoom while using... Wait, I could have been zooming this whole time? Piercing. Powerful draw. Stealth, daggers. Well, I do have a dagger. But I don't backstab. Armor. Endurance increases your melee damage by 1% per point, or... Dash invincibility is... Statuses is kind of not great. Heal, I'm not really there yet. I like the critical hits. I'm gonna go for the critical hits. Wait a minute, did that just say... This says I still have a point left. Oh, what is this? King's Soul. When using the King's Soul, time slows down. Killing enemies restores a portion of the King's Soul. Am I supposed to have picked one of these the whole time? Dealing damage has a small chance to create weird essence. King's Soul is fully charged. Automatically use it when you would receive lethal damage. When using King's Soul. When I receive lethal damage. So it's like revenge. Deflect all incoming projectiles. Finishers. You know, the thing is, it's been so long since I used the King's Soul, I do not... Oh wait, yes, I do remember what key it is. I kind of forgot it existed, though. That would have been real helpful against the Knight dude. Oh yeah, I'm definitely taking that. I like not dying. Alright, we're waiting on the attributes. Because still don't know what I want for armor. I'm gonna do this thing, and then I'm absolutely gonna stop for the day. Oh yeah, I probably should put my shirt back on, shouldn't I? Details, details. Goat wants to strip the enemies to their undergarments. Well, I mean, I seem to strip myself to my undergarments as much as anything. Prophetic, welcome! How are you today? Welcome to the newly... monetized objective behind the curtain waits. What? Man, if I hadn't, like, been working on my... lockpicking skill this whole time, I'd be pretty screwed, huh? I might still be screwed. There we go. Fairy tales and folk tales. I mean, at least it's not smut, right? I have to take every apple separately? That's dumb. I'm guessing this is the dude we were looking for. Maybe not, though. It didn't say I, like, figured out what happened to the guy now. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to, like... I'm supposed to get you naked, though, aren't I? Yep, because, you know, this game is all about trusting food that's been left in an abandoned cave for who knows how long. Wait, this is where I was anyway, right? It's all just come around in a circle? Oh, I have to find his journals. Well, sugar pops. What do you want to bet? I've already missed them. Oh, this is... I don't have to swim this, do I? Ah. The idea of underground bodies of water is kind of terrifying. Alright, so the practical place for journals to be would be on bookshelves. And while I understand that this game is anything but practical, we'll give it a shot anyway. Oh, there's one. Oh. This was his corpse. I thought the old man was his corpse. I love the fact that it registers there as being his corpse, like... when I'm nowhere near his corpse. Oh, there it is right there. Alright, does that mean we're done here? Wait a minute. I picked up 2 journals. Why do I only have 1? And I'm very glad that I checked. I'm so confused. Hang on a second. Inventory. Bag. Readable things. Journal Volume 1. Autobiography. What the heck was the book that I picked up on the table then? I picked a book up on the table that I could have sworn said Research Volume 1. There we go. I'm probably supposed to read those so that I, you know, have some information, but it's kind of entertaining. I'm a huge reader in the rest of the world, in my real life, but I hate reading in games. I even like movies that have, like, subtitles. But, yeah, zero interest in reading in games. Well, leave my top off? No, I don't like to die. What part of that have you not understood? Have you read Morning Glory Milking Farm? I have not. It sounds terrifying. Oh, you know what? I should... Hang on a second. I have been meaning to check the status of whether or not I had the best rings for ages, and I keep forgetting. So, I currently have the Perilous Orb, increase critical chance by 3%. Increase max percent by 3%. I mean, that's pretty good. Again, I like not dying. Increase max health by 10. So 3% of 59 is what? Can anyone here do math? Read them in a very serious voice. I am a bear. I cannot read. I need a goat to read to me. Ah! There we go. There's a goat reading to you. Increase tax by 2%. I mean, I like my encumbrance limit being as high as it is. I did just increase my critical chance. I'm sort of torn between the physical damage. I don't know, they're all pretty good, actually. I don't know what I want. I love the critical chance, but I love health points more. I'm definitely changing that one out. Oh, there's another cloak option. Slowly burns nearby enemies. That is a very good reason for me to increase my practicality in and of itself. What's my practicality at now? I'd have to go... Well, I got nothing better to do. I just like the idea of setting my enemies on fire just by being near them. You have the Milking Farm audiobook. Really? I don't know if that's worse or better. Alright, we need to get to a spot that I don't have to worry about being... hear bad guy music. Yeah, I get that you... God, there's another one somewhere. Where is it and why can't I see it? There's like no... Oh god, it's way up there. I don't like that at all. Apparently we have entered a new, harder zone thing. I can hear the narrator's soul dying with each new chapter. Yeah, well that's kind of what I was thinking, was like... I don't know if it would be better or worse.
We may be in for a fight.
Don't worry, it won't be much of one. You guys are still really easy to kill.
My shield is a fortress.
Oh, you actually do look harder to kill. You look much harder to kill.
Your armor won't save you.
Why are there so many of you?
I'll take you down with me.
I'll take you down with me. I mean, that at least is something I can respect. Ah! Damn it. The problem with the whole 30-second rule about being healed up is that the combat is very frequently over in 30 seconds. Oops. You need to go out. Hang on a second. God, these things are fucking hard to kill. I was trying to hit a safe zone and then, like, stop for the day. Alright. Hold up. The puppy needs to go out. He's like on a timer these days. If he doesn't go out like at exactly this exact same times, he doesn't do well. I probably should just be happy that as old as he is, he can hold it at all. Alright, I think we're going up to the way station. I guess that's as close to a saving spot, like a safe spot, as we're gonna get. And I think we're gonna call it there. I have a work deadline that is due today, so I should actually get something practical done. Not that hanging out with you guys isn't practical, but still. Yes, horny jail you all go. Goat is now a taco. Bear, you're going to have to explain that one before I sign off. Kiss the goats for you. You died, you are now a taco. I get turned into, like, stew meat? Is that the idea? Yes, thank you, Eraser. Their fundraiser is going pretty well, but they're still kind of desperate for fosters. So, for anyone who didn't hear, there's an animal rescue that burned down. The lady who ran it lost her personal dogs died, and her house burned flat, and there were some dogs that she was keeping in the house because I couldn't be in the kennels for some reason or another. The kennels are okay, so most of the rescues were okay. But there's been mixed reports as to whether or not they actually have like heat in the kennels, and we're supposed to get like -8 or -9 degree temperatures this weekend. So, yes, give a dog a home if anyone happens to be in or near New England, and is capable of fostering, or a couple of the dogs were injured. There's going to be serious vet bills. It's give a dog a home. Eraser put the link to the site. You also can find them. They're in Sebic, Maine. It's Give a Dog a Home, and they have links to the GoFundMe. I don't have that right off the top of my head, so. But anyway, I don't want to end on a sad note, but it was a sad thing. My mother got her last 2 dogs from them, so and she's currently fostering one. So that dog at least did not have to go through the fire because it was already being fostered with her. But on a positive note, I hope that everyone has a wonderful day. We are getting some absolutely beautiful weather today to prep us for the fact that it's going to be really terrible for the next 4 days. So I'm going to spend some time outside with the puppies, and then I'm going to get my work done. And then tonight, I am on Dadman Walking's channel at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And I don't know what we're going to be talking about, but I think we're mainly going to be talking about the difference in kids' movies when back in the days of Dirt when I was a kid versus now. Because I've been really fascinated lately with looking at like what was rated PG then and what's rated PG now. So anyway, I hope everyone has a wonderful day today. I hope to see you tonight on Dadman Walking's channel. And as always, happy headbutting.